The word grief is a small word, and it covers so many varieties of experience, so many losses that we've had. I'm standing next to our memorial boards, and right over here is my mom, who died 11 years ago. And I pass this board and I think of her. And I can tell you that 11 years ago, the grief was of a different kind. It was sharp, it was bitter. And there was an aspect of that grief where I thought, how could I ever come to a point where it doesn't hurt like this? And when one is grieving on that first stage, it seems impossible that one will ever feel differently. You know, one of the most hated terms is when someone says to someone who's lost a loved one, who's grieving, it's time to move on, as if it's possible to somehow push a button and magically be past loss. The truth is, grief stays with us. It becomes part of who and what we are. And over time, and I say this really not as a rabbi, I say this as a human being who has many points of grief, that there's no such thing as moving on. But I've come to feel that the pain of that loss becomes part of who I am. It becomes part of my interior world. As I grow, it is still within me, but over time, it becomes different. The grief is not as sharp. The loss is not as onerous, but it's part of me. Just as you can look at a tree and read the rings, and you can see what were the years of drought, what were the years of infestation, what were the years where it was perfect weather, when was there a storm. All of those things can be read. It's all part of one tree. And all of these experiences of loss become a part of me even as I continue to grow and new layers of meaning in life become entangled with that loss. And so we look at this board and all of these names, so many names. All of us have reason to sit and ponder what we've lost, and in doing so, pray for the time when we might be able to continue to grow as a tree, new layers of meaning and experience where we can embrace what was, because it is, after all, part of our lives, but then to move on looking for new levels of meaning and guidance and centeredness and love.